can actually get a little algae on their shell. Our little baby turtles are a little bit too small for that, but of course Chopstick, the two-headed turtle, is starting to get a little bit kind of dirty looking. So I'm going to go ahead and get them out and give them a little bit of a brush to make them look nice and beautiful. Not to mention, it'll be pretty cute. And as you can see, just on his carapace and stuff like that, there's just a little algae, making it just look a little bit dirty. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get a little bit wet and give him a little bit of a scrubbing just to make it look good. Just a toothbrush with water, you know, I'm not going to do anything else other than that. And just kind of clean up all the algae and all these little growth plates right here, just to make it look nice and shiny. And of course the shell of a turtle, they can feel, right? It's attached right to their spine, so there's little nerve ending. So it's kind of tickly probably to it right now, or maybe even soothing. A lot of times when you tickle a turtle, it'll kind of do a little turtle dance, right? So it's just look at how much it's shining up right now and just looking so much better. These guys are so amazing. I love them to death. And again, these guys are chopsticks. They're polycephaly. They're two-headed turtles. Basically what happened is when it was a zygote, that single-cell animal, it was supposed to be twins, right? And something went really amok and went awry, and they joined and they turned into one body with two heads. Now, sometimes they can have more than 4 legs. Sometimes they can have all kinds of issues. In this case, they're really kind of perfect. I mean, there's one shell. The shell's a little bit deformed, but not terrible at all. Pretty good, to be honest with you. They seem to kind of have it to where the left head controls these 2 feet, the right head controls those 2 feet. But over time, they learn to work together, right? Has one tail. Every now and then you'll see them with 2 tails. So other than the fact that they have 2 heads, it kind of seems like one turtle, which is cool. But again, 2 heads, 2 brains, 2 individual personalities, and these guys, both heads eat. They love to eat shrimp in particular. Really cool animals, and now they look nice and shiny. Every now and then we actually get some hornworms to feed all the animals. Not something you want to feed all the time because they're really high in fat and all kinds of other stuff, but they're a really good treat every now and then. And by the way, I think these are the fastest growing organism on the planet. I mean, literally, these things will go from like microscopic worms to this size in like 4 days. It doesn't even seem possible how it happens, but nevertheless, really good for kind of supplements and treats. So we're going to offer the first one to Beetlejuice. He has never had a hornworm before, and one hornworm is literally like the equivalent of nutrients for like, 10 or 12 crickets. So a couple of these is going to be more than enough. So let's go around and give some treats to some of these beautiful lizards. And again, I have no idea if Beetlejuice is even going to take this because he's never ever tried it before, but he does seem to have some interest for sure. Look at him look at it. Look at him look at it. Oh my gosh, he loved it. Oh, the one thing you gotta watch out, he just ran away in the back. He's like, I'm taking my spoils and running away. The thing you have to really be concerned about with these guys is that they are really plump with juice, right? So sometimes when you feed them to a lizard, they'll squirt. As a matter of fact, one time I was feeding Bella and it squirted me right in the mouth and in the eye. It definitely didn't taste too good. So what do you say we give Beetlejuice one more? He seemed to definitely like it. Come on, want another one? Come on, all the way over here. That's my boy. There it is. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? Absolutely adorable. I mean, he loves these. This is going to be a really good training tool. He liked them so much, so we can probably use these as treats every now and then to really work on his training. That worked out really well. Let's just keep going. I know Nova loves these because we've given them before, so I'm just going to go, look at him. He's just like, monster, monster. Oh, there he goes. Look at him. And again, if you ever have a lizard that just needs a little bit of weight to it, you know what I mean? So it needs a little bit of size. These hornworms are a great way to put some weight on. But again, I cannot stress enough, you don't want to give too many of these guys because what happens is they'll start to get just overly fat. It's not good for their health. But every now and then, a good supplement, really good, again, for an animal that's rebounding after laying eggs or something like that, or maybe just went off of food for a while and you want to beef it up. It's a really good thing. These guys love it, and you can tell it's like crack for lizards. We actually have Dr. Dixon in, our vet for the zoo and stuff like that. She's just checking out Drogo because tomorrow we have some exciting news to share with you, hopefully. So he's just getting a little bit of a checkup and so on like that. That's just all part of the process that we're using to eventually get a chance to be able to exhibit Drogo all the time. So we're just going to spend some time and have Dr. Dixon get acquainted with Drogo. dilemma right now. We actually let the door open and let Drogo kind of just cruise around a little bit. And now, you guys remember he did, you know, spend a little time running around the zoo, so he remembers it. So now he's like, I'm coming out, but we can't shut the door because he's obviously in the way, and we don't know what's going to happen. So we'll just sit here and hopefully he decides that he can't get out. But he's definitely looking. He's like, I can come out. He's definitely trying to find a way out. But hopefully he will stay in the enclosure. Oh, here he comes. No. Oh, I think he's finally, hopefully he's going to go the other way. We might be safe on this one, guys. Maybe not.
Oh, don't speak so soon, Brian.
Oh, no. Oh, here he comes.
Jay, what are you teaching him?
This is agility work right here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, Drogo. What do we do?
That's kind of, well, I'm going to get the blanket because that we definitely will need regardless.
Maybe he won't try to come out more. Oh, he's trying to come out.
No, Drogo. No. You gotta stay in, buddy. You can't come out.
There you go.
There you go, bud.
Get out. Drogo.
He's coming for you, bro.
Drogo, you're silly. You're being silly. Stop it. Drogo, stop it.
And the effortless that he's just hanging from his back legs right now, he doesn't even have one of his toes in there.
Well, that went good. The vet came out. Drogo looks absolutely amazing. Again, just kind of those checkups that have to happen to make sure that he's good. As well, if there's anything else going on at the zoo, she can come out and help us out with. Thankfully, everything's got a good bill of health right now, and things are going really well. Ivy looks good. That's a great thing. So all in all, the vet visit went really well. I'm going to try Flapjack, the black-throated monitor, and see if he wants to get one, because I think it'll be pretty cool. Again, he's never had anything like this. Probably never even seen a blue thing. So a lot of times the lizards see that bright color and they're really excited. Sometimes they get a little bit freaked out the first time. So let's see what he does. So here we go. Let's see what he thinks. What do you want, bud? You want one? You want to try it? Want to try? He seems interested, but I don't know if he knows what to do with it. It's like, what is up with this? He's very interested. There he goes. Oh my God, how cute is that? Oh, he's going to be shaking it around. That's a nice big meal for him too. That is unbelievably adorable. Look at him. Oh, I think he's in heaven. I mean, this is going to be good. Again, that's going to put a bunch of weight on him, a bunch of nutrients into him. So that is the cutest thing ever. And that's a pretty big thing there. I wonder if he's going to be able to get it down. But oh yeah. Look at that. As soon as he figured it out, he just crunched it down. I just love it. I mean, it's so cool. Again, it's like giving treats to your lizards, which makes me really happy. Really trying to work on Sriracha here. I mean, it loves to come up to the glass and see people, but it definitely is freaked out. And I'm not expecting to be able to like take him out or something, but I just want to be able to have someone actually feed him. So I figured out maybe a hornworm will actually spike his interest. No, I just can't seem to get him to the point where he will actually trust me. As soon as I go near him, he just gets freaked out. I'm going to try from a distance again. See? Just can't build that trust. So the idea is hopefully he will actually come to the glass and actually take something off tongs, whether it's a banana, a hornworm, whatever the case may be. Right now, still not there, so we're going to have to continue to work on it. Look at Bella. She's actually over here hiding out and stuff like that, and she loves hornworms. Like I said, one time I fed her a hornworm and it squirted me right in the eye and the face. So I know she loves them. Come on, baby. Come on. There you go. Oh. Yeah, I like it that it's further away, and she's definitely squeezing. It's so gross, I tell you. But she loves them. We'll only give her a couple because we don't want to overdo it with her. But this is definitely a little treat for her. Here you go, baby. There you go, Bella. Oh, yeah. She's definitely... That's a good treat for her. And again, every now and then, it's really good. You know, rhino iguanas, you only want about 3% of their diet to be protein. This is obviously heavy protein. So, again, something that we're going to do very sparingly. Probably haven't given her a hornworm in probably 6 months, to be totally honest with you. So, I think she's pretty happy about it. Back down in here in the dungeon, working on ball pythons. And this is, like I've said, this is when it becomes as much art as it is science. I'm looking at the science behind what's going on. I'm looking at follicle growth. I'm looking at feeding. And I'm looking at copulation. And then I'm making making art decisions, you know, the decisions of how I want to proceed, right? I told you this is a very critical time of the early breeding season, and then there's another critical time at the end of the breeding season when it's imperative to get males and females in at the right time. So again, going through and just making decisions more on kind of the feel for what I think needs to get bred. So this is when my brain starts to hurt a little bit during the breeding season, I'm not gonna lie. It's no longer just switching tags and throwing males in. Pretty much from here on out, it's gonna be a thinking game, and if I can think the best way to breed, I'll have the best success. So what do you say we jump in and just start switching some animals around? Not gonna lie to you guys, it kind of makes my head hurt. I mean, there is so much to think about. You know, again, now I'm looking at specific females that need to be bred to specific males, switching new males into groups that weren't into groups before. Really, again, this is when all those years of experience hopefully works out. So again, the next 2-3 weeks are so critical, because if I can get good copulations at the right time, get food into those animals, we're gonna see follicle growth explode over here, and then it kind of carries us for the next 2 or 3 months, and at the end of that 2 or 3 months, we have a real critical stage to breed animals that are at the final stages just before ovulation. So again, gonna take a little mental break because that beat me up pretty good. Destiny, the female nosy bee panther chameleon, typically doesn't take food off of tongues, but again, this might entice it, the color, the movement, and everything. So let's just see what she'll do. See if she has any interest. Wanna try, girl? Nope, not gonna happen. So you just keep trying. Eventually she'll trust us and she'll take it off of tongs. I think Karma certainly will love this. Go ahead, come on, Karma. Look at right there, he's like all in. He's like, oh, he gave us a big yawn. What's that about? Come on, Karma, you want? Nope, I guess not. So some have been a success today, others haven't. I'm surprised because Karma usually loved hornworms, but maybe he just is filled because he ate a bunch of roaches yesterday. It's always cute to do things with the two-headed turtle. I mean, it is an absolutely amazing animal, and just all the other stuff. I had a great day. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Checkup went good with Drogo, which is awesome. That means tomorrow we have some pretty big news. Stay tuned for that for sure. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Here is a playlist of us building the Reptarium. If you're curious how that is, you can